Hello. So my name is Stephanie. This is my YouTube channel. This is gonna be my first video. So I just want to say thank you guys for clicking on this video. In this video, I wanted to do just a quick flip through of my current planner slash journal setup. And just kind of like introduce you guys to what my system is, what I do. I love these planner videos. I binge them. I don't even think it's okay, but my favorite thing to see is how people actually use their books, not just what books they're using, not what new planners they're using, but how it's actually functional to them and the needs they have in their life. So that's just kind of what I want my channel to be. My name is Stephanie. I'm full-time. I'm a manager of a gym. I'm a full-time student, and then I have first and foremost, I'm a follower of Jesus. So all of that is kind of reflected in my system and what I use. Now, before I even get started, this is a B6 slim hand-stitched leather tee cover. I got it to fit the Midori B6 slim notebooks, that yellow paper. Oh my goodness. I used that as my bullet journal, I think 4 or 5 years consecutively before I got into all this crazy Hobonichi nonsense. All this ring planner nonsense that we see right here and that we all love. So this is a B6 slim cover, and this is just a normal full year B6 stalogy that I went to Staples and got an inch, a little bit less than an inch, chopped off from the side right here, where they cut it down for me. And now it fits this B6 slim cover. I love B6. I love this size. Now it is a little bit bulky. For the first half of this year, I used a Hobonichi Weeks and a passport inserts, so I went through like 6-7 passport inserts. I started this system just because I filled up my Hobonichi Weeks by like August, and I was starting a new semester at school. I had nothing really. I had this stalogy already laying around. I have this cover that I haven't used in like 2-3 years, so I was like, okay, let me just do it until 2024. I don't want to buy anything else dated. It's not happening. Like, I know what works for me, basically, and I know that I can always go back to this like buju system. So I have a video on my channel that goes through the evolution of my planner system. It has absolutely everything, all the planners I've used over the last 6 years, and kind of how my system came to be, because I can apply this system really in any book, whether it's a blank book like this or a dated book. And I credit that mostly to Monique Smith. Now, let's not sleep on Monique, y'all. Like, that woman is the inspiration for the stalogy like system, this book that has absolutely my whole life in it. It's her system. I got it from her. I'm not going to explain the system now. Obviously, I've adapted it to my needs, but if you want to learn more about it, please go to Miss Monique Smith. She's Monique Plans on YouTube now, I'm pretty sure, but I love that woman. I've been watching her for years, so if you ever get to watching this, Monique, this is all inspired by you. Thank you. So now let's get into it. So this is just a slip of paper I have for school. I just need it, so it's back here. And then I'm not a really big pocket decorator. I have some like cut up post-it notes right here. Some more post-it notes, brand name and everything. Look at that. I have just a little note that one of my friends gave me, and I have one of these girl stickers. And then this front cover, I have these are like Hobby Lobby little stickers. It says, "Be hungry for Christ, not full of worldly desires." I mean, amen. Your word is a light for my path. Like, my goodness, these are like stickers from a magazine. This is a happy planner sticker. It says keep going. And then this first, I have some more post-it notes, and then this is just my my main, like, my front page. I've been rewriting this quote just in a few of my like books from this past year. This is a big thing for me, to rest and be still in who God is, as my creator, as my maker, as my savior, obviously. So this is just, if you want to pause and read, but I love this. It's probably some spelling errors, but I've just been rewriting it just because I love how it looks. I did some grid spacing. This is my traditional like bujo style. You can tell that's where I came from. That's my history, because it's just helpful to make new spreads. And then this is directly copied from Theory of Lauren. She used to do a lot of stalogy setups. Now I'm pretty sure she's in a B6, like the Sterling Ink Common Planner, but this, like, I copied word for word from one of her setups. It was like gratitude or like daily highlights, as you can see. For August, I didn't fill any out, but I'm not one of those people to go back and backfill. Like, I make my notebooks work for me and suit my life, so it doesn't help me to go back. But this cover is exact, like, I copied it. Like, even the drawings, the doodles, I just thought it was gorgeous. And then I have some private pages that I'll go through, and then here I just have some notes. This is a piece of vellum that I tipped in. If you can see even this like score mark, I had this around a passport TN. And when I stopped using it earlier this year, I just kind of pulled it out, cut it down a little bit off, but just taped it. These are just some of my affirmations that I go through. I like having them in my book. That's why I have this vellum. Then I have my vision board. So this was just for like the second half of the year, August to December. Some of my big things: to be very studious, to be healthy, to be fit, to get my grades up. And then I go to school in Chicago, so this was just like a picture I found on Pinterest that was inspiring to me. And then I have some of my goals written out. So for my faith, physics, goal body, my academics, kind of just like a breakdown. And then I have some more actionable steps here. So yeah, one of my big things was daily time in prayer and worship, and that gets hard. I mean, I'm telling you, I work full-time. I'm a full-time engineering student. That's not the easiest. So this just kind of like putting out my goals like this. I've always been a big like planner. I feel like to get to the goals, you need like some type of plan. So writing them out like this to monthly, bi-weekly, weekly, daily, that really helps me. Something that really helped me is like even watching Sterling Inc.'s videos on her goal setting. I just love how she has it like all laid out by monthly, like 6 months, weekly, bi-weekly, daily, and how she does her quarterly breakdowns. So that was really cool. This is just some study notes I had on a book I was reading in August. So this is just some notes. So you can see I don't even have layouts to start with. It was kind of just a commonplace book from the beginning. I have some of my goals for the fall semester. Some church notes, like if I'm secure in Christ and my identity and where He has placed me, and some notes about that. Here I have, oh, I know this page is taped. I'll talk about that later. But here, this is kind of the moment where I realized I'm going to need a planner. School is coming up. So these are free printables from Peanuts Planner Co. She has them on her website. I think this was the personal wide size, and I just printed it out, cut a little bit of the edges off, and just taped them in here. Now, I don't love it in the stalogy paper just because it's like so thick and bulky, but I just needed a few months. Like, I need to have, as much as I love my Google Calendar and I utilize it amazingly, trust, it's just kind of nice to see a paper view, especially when I'm doing like my weekly week-to-week planning. So this is just some stalogy dot stickers. I have some, this is mostly school deadlines and then just like doctor's appointments, big high-level things, my birthday. So, and then these blues have week numbers, and these correspond to our semester. So it's not like the year, like 52 weeks in a year. It's like, oh, this week that just passed was my 8th week of school. So for the semester, just because that's how a lot of people categorize, or a lot of my professors categorize. So I have all the months in here. And then I was like, okay, I'm just going to use this as a bullet journal. Like, I've used a bullet journal before. I know how to do it. So this was my first layout that I did in here. This was kind of like my Hobonichi weeks, vertical overview, just a to-do list. And then this was something I saw on somebody on Instagram do in their stalogy, but it's just Monday, like another weekly view. And I use this one just for school. And then a habit tracker. You'll notice a big theme. I love my habit trackers. They don't always get filled out, but I love having them. Then this, I realized I like this spread just for school. Something I did last semester was I split up my Hobonichi weeks in half. So I used one spread just for personal and for work, and I used a second spread for school. So having 2 weekly spreads, but in one book, was very helpful for me, because I can't really separate my academics from the rest of my life, because what I do on any given day, even the tasks I'll take on at work during a certain day, is going to depend on what I'm doing for school. So if I have a busy computer, like big office work day, I'm going to like plan out the rest of my week. So maybe that Monday that I'm really busy and I'm going to be on computer all day for school, that day I don't have that much computer work at work, and I leave that computer work for like a Thursday, for example, when I'm not as busy with school. So I need them together, but I like having them separate. So that's why I was here for 2 pages. I realized I love this view. This was week 2 of school. So I just drew out, there's week 3, week 4, week 5, week 6. I just drew out a few more. It was the end of like September, or yeah, this was up until the end of September, the first week of October. I drew out some school layouts just for school. And then I just kept going on with the rest of the book, but this was just like my dated section just for school. And you can see I just had a daily here. This is another September cover. This was just some more goals. This, again, inspired by Theory of Lauren. I love the way she does it. Copied straight from her, even the border. It's all from her, baby. But I had more dailies. So this was like a Sunday, a Monday, more dailies. And I haven't really used dailies this year. I don't know why. It's just something about this season of my life that's getting really busy. And a daily helps me out, because even I have stupid stuff on here like, oh, wake up, oh, eat breakfast. Like, it helps me like Feel More Together. This was just a Starbucks drink I got. So you can see, like, it's already a mess. We're going from a weekly to a daily. There's not a lot of structure here, which I'm sure sucks if you love that pre-printed. But this was just a prayer I wrote out. This was a to-do list for that day. To-do list, and then just some more commonplace notes. This was church notes for this Sunday in September. So this was another weekly that I did. This is something I tried. I know a Nolte layout is like this, but I love the idea of vertical spreads. Like, even I used a cousin for years. I love the idea of vertical spreads. I just don't utilize them well. Like, they get overwhelming to me. It seems cluttered. And even this, I was like, okay, if I have like my events or my work schedule up here and then my use this just to kind of brain dump it, like, I didn't love this. And I have some more notes, some church notes. This was just another to-do list, another daily. His faithful love endures forever. Amen. It's a good reminder. He deserves it. He's worthy of it all. Yes, he is. Jesus, my King. But I had just another daily here. Like, you can see, I have like finished these assignments, discussion boards. I have a work section. Now, I don't love that like my personal life mixes with work, but it's just kind of how my life is right now. It is. Oh my goodness, it just hit my phone. It is what it is. But I had a prayer here, some notes, another to-do list. Then this was the next weekly. So I was really using this in true bullet journal fashion. Like, I'm doing my weeklies as I go, and then I have my school weeklies already laid out earlier in the book. So I had a sleep tracker, a habit tracker, and then just a quick overview. Honestly, like, busy times, that's all I need. Monday, all I knew, I had school and I had work. Tuesday, school and work. Like, school and work. That's really what it comes down to. Had a work to-do list for the week right there. See, I still have this like old post-it notes, some more dailies. I was like, I have never done like a daily day per page this big after I stopped using the cousin. So I've been loving this. Like, it's just so much space to go through. Even if I'm rewriting certain things, it just like calms my brain down. You have like a Wednesday, Thursday was a reflection. More days. I started doing this line like in the Hobonichi Cousin, how Coffee Monsters Co. does it, kind of like the timeline or the to-do list. Just some prayers, some commonplace notes. This is some commonplace notes from something I heard. This was, I go to school in Chicago. So I went to Atlas Stationery just one day after class. It was like a rough day, as you can tell. But I think I went because I wanted to check out the Hobonichi collection for 2024 in person. As you can see, obviously I've already ordered and I've already gotten it. So check that video out on my channel. But I just went there to look at some things, and this was just my receipt. I ended up picking up a few things. I ended up getting this Mina Perhonen washi. I didn't even realize it was Mina Perhonen. I know her name from Hobonichi, but this washi is just gorgeous. It's MT. Oh my goodness. Like, I always had like cheap washi tapes. Like this, I get why people pay the big bucks for this. Like, it's such good quality. Like, are you kidding me? And this is gorgeous. Like, it's so cute. This is just a girl sticker I had. Some more dot stickers. So I was probably going to journal about it. That was my intention. Didn't happen. That's okay. I'm not going to backfill. Like, that's not real life. Like, this is meant to serve me, right? So that's there. And then I had, like, I'm sure you can relate if you're a student. Like, when you have a big exam coming up, everything kind of just, like, is put on hold until you get to that big exam. So that's why that's there. Some more dailies. I love these little, this is like paper doll stickers from AliExpress. This is a Molang sticker from AliExpress. I have just a few sheets in the back here. This is what they look like. So I've just been using those, like trying to use up my stash. It just looks cute. Like, it's cute. Like, it is what it is. This used to stress me out. Like, this is so chaotic and messy. But now that I'm actually in the system, dude, Monique Smith, I'm telling you, she was onto something, because she put me onto this. Now that I'm in it and I'm using it functionally, it just makes sense. It works so well for my brain. This was another weekly I ended up doing. I used these stickers from Hobby Lobby. I didn't love this weekly. Like, I never liked this like Target style layout, but it was functional. That's it. It serves me. Like I said, halfway filled out habit trackers, halfway filled out sleep trackers, but I love having them. I can't have them on a monthly basis. I tried. I just won't stick with it. Like, seeing it in my very functional weekly view that I need helps me out, and I've been okay with these simple weekly views just because I'm utilizing my dailies so much. More dailies, some of that Mina Perhonen washi, some happy planner stickers. So I have work and school tasks. It just gets mixed up. Some journaling here, some more, and you could see like a lot of my to-do list just go unchecked. This probably means I did it, I just didn't check it off, because my planner is functional for me. It's helpful for me to get it all on paper. I know what I have to do, and all I know this day for a fact I did all of these things. I just didn't go back and check them off. I have another sticker, some journaling, some big revelations. God's presence is a gift. Just another big to-do list. You can see literally nothing is checked off, but all of these things got done this weekend, that weekend. So it's just there to serve me, right? This is Thursdays, some more dailies. I have some church notes. This was that next weekly that I did. So this was my personal weekly. This was what, September 25th. So at the same time that I was using this weekly, I was right here. This is this week for me on my school agenda. This is just my due dates. And this is that same week in my personal, some work tasks, again, a sleep and a habit tracker. And then I go straight into those dailies again. And then I also like have a few things that I've been doing lately. Another big to-do list. Nothing checked off, but everything had to have gotten done. It's just, like I said, it's there for me to have those papers. This is a happy planner sticker, some washi tape, some more church notes, probably some sermon notes. I take this is my life. I take this everywhere with me. Just some gratitude, some prayers listed out. And then this is when I ran out of those school weeklies, and I didn't really want to be flipping back and forth so much. Like at this point, this is a pretty big section. So I drew out these in pencil, these weeklies for the rest of the semester. So this is week 8 was exactly the halfway point. So I drew them out for the rest of the semester. I have them secured with this ollie clip. This is this week that we're on right now. And then I just have them drawn out until the end. So as I had them one on one page, but for this week until the end of the semester, just because of how exam season is going, I left just a blank page here. It's not going to hurt me. If I don't use it for school, I'll end up going back and filling it with something else. And then I made my October cover. Just kind of my goal, my focus for this month and for the rest of my life, I hope, is to know him and be known, and that's talking about God. So just some things up here, some more goals. This is actually when I got the inspiration to start my YouTube. So just some task lists, some video ideas of stuff that's coming for the month. And then I left some more notes and another blank spread just for October notes and anything that I want to reference back. Then I just have some prayers here. This was last Sunday. This was a sticker from a magazine. Just a cute little dog. I just had a big to-do list. Like, again, nothing is checked off, but everything got done because I needed it to do that next week. And then it was my task list. And then this was this weekly from this, or it's 2 weeks ago now. Again, we have a habit tracker, a sleep tracker, and then just my personal life. So my exams, my work schedule, just some workouts that I had planned. And then here I was tracking my food. So what I was eating, I've been doing this in my notes app, but honestly, I'm like, I have this whole stalogy. I want to use it up by the end of the semester anyway. Like, let me just put it in here. And I love that. And then I also I decided I'm going to use an A6 Hobonichi for my planning, or I'm sorry, for like my faith, like devotional time for next year. So we're going to see how that goes. But kind of to test that theory out, I started adding this to my weekly spread. I kind of just separate the page. Now, I'm not going to really show these. This one is a blank one, but I separate the page in half. Kind of write like how God revealed himself to me that day and kind of any big highlights, any big gratitude things. So I have that for the rest of the week. I'm just going to cover that up. Then I just left a spread for some books that I want to read. This was another daily. This is a blank page. Now, I haven't used it. I'll probably go back and use it for something. It is what it is. Another daily. So this was a day on 2 pages. I just did planning and journaling here. This is really cool. This is actually, if you guys have seen like the Sister Rita Club, and bro, she's awesome with her prayer Bible. That stuff is going crazy like right now, like tabbing up your Bible. And I was so inspired. I was like, oh, I gotta do that. Now, I don't have the most time for something like that, and my prayer routine is working pretty well, but that's definitely something I want to get done when I have some time. Like, probably it's gonna be around winter. But this, I just kind of started listing out and praying out about some different sections that I would have in such a prayer Bible, like to not use anything out of context, to be concerned, just pray about those things before I even put it to paper. This was another 2 dailies. I love this Sterling ink washi. I bought it. I only had ever one order from Sterling ink, but dude, I love it. This washi, and then I also ordered these like icon stickers. Back then I ordered 4 sheets of these navy stickers, I'm telling you, and I just would love for her to bring them back. Like, I love them. I would order 20 of them. I just love that navy design. I have some more of these blue and these pink ones, but yeah, I have some more journaling, a big sticker. This was again for ideas for that prayer Bible. So you can see like this book, as much as it very much serves me, I have my functional weeklies, I have my monthly calendars, like it's planning. I'm also just commonplacing it, and I love that I don't have to run from notebook to notebook to notebook. I carry this with me everywhere, and I've realized, especially like this past few months have really solidified the system for me, that like having everything in one, like my food log, my goals, my commonplacing, my prayers, my journaling, my sermon notes, and my day-to-day to-do lists, and some project planning, all of that stuff, by having it with me all the time, I actually use it. Because if I just have a habit tracker laying around, if I just have a monthly laying around in one notebook and a commonplace in another book, won't even pick it up. This goes with me everywhere, to the train every day. I go to and from Chicago, I to and from work, to and from church. Like, this is always with me. If not in my bag, it's in my car, in my hand. Like, dude, like, and B6M is a little big, like, it's a big for me for next semester. I'm gonna try going down to an A6, but it's really working for me. Like, having as much, like, as chaotic as this seems, having it all together forces me to use it, all of it, and in a very functional and kind of, I get to be creative. I get to use my stickers, do my little headings with the free time that I do have. So we were on this page, had another daily, another quick to-do list, and then some stuff I'll cover up here. I just washi up the corner of this page just because this page right here is one that I want to reference again. Another daily. This day I was losing my voice. Somebody told me to try this like medicine ball from Starbucks. Bro, it was crazy. It was like 40 grams of sugar. Never again. It was so sweet. I don't know how it makes people's throat feel better. I don't know what to tell you. It was way too sweet, for my preference at least. So I have some stickers. These are just some random work labels. I just thought I'd throw them in here. Again, not checked off to-do list. Now everything had to have been done, but it's just not checked off here. I'm not gonna waste my time, go back and do that. This was just some meal planning I had for the week. This was last week's sermon notes. Like, dude, ooh, he was speaking. But this is just like, you see, it's chaotic, it's messy, but it's commonplace. And I love having my sermon notes in my planner because it forces me to like actually read through them. Like, I'm sitting flipping through my planner, I'm like, oh, what did the pastor go over this past Sunday? And I have to sit there and read it, and that's good for me and for my spirit. This was again like food tracking for the week, some grocery lists, some ideas. This was last week's actually filled out habit tracker, who would have thought, but it was just my weekly. I have these Heated doll stickers, I love those. And then I had a mood tracker here, which a lot of times I'll do on my phone, and I had a study tracker, which I also do on my phone, but it was just how many hours I was studying every day. With exams coming up, I love to see these trackers, and this is like how I use my Hobonichi weeks, like the week overview, and then I kind of use this page either for a running to-do list or for these trackers. And like I said, I can't have my trackers on a monthly, it just doesn't work, but having them like this on a weekly is like nice because I can see, okay, well, this day I obviously got like 3 hours of sleep, and my mood was pretty low. Like, that makes sense. Like, that day I didn't get that as much studying as the day before. That makes sense. I got like 3 hours of sleep. Like, who would have thought? And then I can also see how my sleep and my mood correlates with my habits. And I don't just have habits on here like, oh, gym, like floss, but I also have like, was I critical today? Was I overly critical? Was I really kind? Was I being impatient? And there are things that I can track, just behavioral things too, like, did I journal? And you can see like a lot of this isn't filled out, and I've done a lot of these things this past 2 days. It's just not filled out. Like, I don't know what to tell you. It's there. It is what it is. And then I had that kind of like mini moment, like, what is God revealing to me in here. So I'm not going to show all those pages, but I have this tab, this removable tab off Amazon. And then these are my dailies from this past week. So they're a lot more simple, just the black pen, kind of quick timelines, to-do list, work tasks. I have these cute little stickers, another part of that like washi, another little square. This I tried to like prioritize what I'm doing that day. Friday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So this was yesterday. Oh my gosh. It was so cold. It was so rainy, and my coworker let me leave, take a long break, and I went to Pete's. I got a dark chocolate mocha. It was so good. But just some notes. As you can see, like, this space, I'm not rushing to fill it up. I'm gonna have to have a note. I'm gonna have to write something down. I'm gonna go back and use the space. I'm not worried about wasting paper. I'm gonna use it all eventually. And then these were my sermon notes from today, actually. I'm filming this on a Sunday night, so that's why I have this post-it tab. I love these removable tabs. If you haven't heard about them, you probably have by now. I don't know what to tell you. I'm obsessed. I've been using these like for years, since I was in high school, I think. So that's why I had that page for what's on there for today, and then I had a quick to-do list on the side. And then I already have some notes for this week, and I probably could have done this on camera, but this is my setup for next week. I had a few minutes at work yesterday was Saturday, to just kind of like plan out. My schedule came out, or was confirmed, so a few moments to plan everything out. Now, where I have this Ollie clip, I already showed you guys week 9. This is my school week for this upcoming week. This is my personal week, so I work. This red is all work stuff. I don't always color code, but it's just, I was at work, I had all my colored pens. Obviously I have class Monday through Friday, so I also have class, work. In purple I wrote out my gym schedule, so that's nice. Like some weeks I kind of like just vibing and going with the flow of what happens, and then some weeks I like having a very specific plan, and I already drew out those same trackers. I'm doing all 4 again like a crazy person, but I love to see the correlation like between my sleep and my mood, or my habits and my study. It's crazy because usually when I get through like, okay, gym, my food was good that day, I read the Bible, prayed, worship God, like as much as we don't want these things, like obviously I don't want these things to just be a checklist thing, but and they're not, that's not what it's here for. It's here to show me a correlation, because a lot of those days when I put God first, and then put myself first, my physical well-being, I'm eating right, I got a good workout in, then my studying, even though those seem like I'm busier, my studying is more productive. I have more to check off. My mood is probably higher. I mean, who would have thought? Almost like God made us for himself, like wow. And then just some reminders for this week. I think these types of things don't hurt, and I was just trying to be cute, like Jesus, like are you kidding me? Of course. And then a sleep tracker, mood tracker. So I already put these stickers down. Like I said, again, these are these paper doll, they're either the paper doll or these Hita stickers I got a while ago. So I just did Monday, I labeled Monday through Sunday. It literally took me 2 minutes. As complicated as this seems, like I've been bullet journaling for so long, system, like when I know what I need, it just kind of works. And I already have my pre-dated like big deadlines and my big work deadlines. I also use a Google Calendar and a Notion. Don't get me started. Like I don't need all this, right? I don't think any of us need all of this, because there's been times in my life where all I use is my Google Calendar and my Notion, which is just a bunch of like fancy notes pages. So I'll probably do a video on my Notion setup eventually, especially like as a college student, because I do a lot of long-term planning. I do my budgeting on there. I have all my like long-term, like my internship planning, my job planning. A lot of my work things are in separate systems. But yeah, this was my setup, and then I just drew out a food log for this upcoming week. Like I said, it's Sunday night the 15th right now, so this is just kind of my setup for the rest of the week. Then I just set up a spread just for notes for the whole week, and then here I messed up the days, but we're gonna go with it. I set out 2 pages, but then the second one I did Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So in this section, like I don't really show the section, like I said, but I just write out how God revealed himself to me, a big highlight, maybe a big takeaway from my Bible reading or my devotions that day. And for next year, I plan to use a separate notebook for this, but like I already said, I love having it all together because I have to use it. I always have my planner with me. I'm at school. I'm commuting on my way to school. I have a break in between classes. I can just like fill something out. I can fill some trackers out. I can fill out my food log. Like I don't have a designated time like, oh, every morning, every night where I sit down at my planner. I kind of just do like a weekly check-in, and I use it as I go, like on the go. Like you can see it's getting really chunky, really filled up because I'm using it. I'm living in it. And then here I already just dated it Monday, October 16th for tomorrow, and then I'm gonna plan out actually but yeah, that's kind of all. Then I think I've counted out these pages. This will last me until for sure the end of November. I'm hoping till middle of December. My semester ends like December 15th, so I hope that this lasts me until then, and then I'll start something new. That's like a perfect time. I'll have a few weeks off school to like play with my planners and my notebooks and figure out a new system or figure out what to do next. But I just moved these tabs around to whatever my weekly or whatever my daily pages. But yeah, I just wanted to sum up like if you're okay, like you don't always have to, not everything has to look perfect. You can make your mistakes, and you can use your notebooks, your planners for however you want. They're there for you. There's plenty of spreads that I make that I spend time on I don't go back to. There's lots of to-do lists I make that I don't have a chance to check off, and that's okay, because as much as satisfying as it is to like flip through a filled out planner, it's also there for me to use, and I love having everything together. Now it is getting really chunky, really bulky, like for my liking, but I'm for sure gonna use it until the end of the semester. Obviously I'm gonna finish out this notebook. I've been loving this, and then we'll go from there. Like, I get really bored, so like I have no faults with this system. It's working with me perfectly in conjunction with my Google Calendar. It's working amazingly. Am I still gonna do something different when 24 hits? Absolutely I will. I get bored. Like, I might just do this exact same thing in like a passport or an A6 or an A5. Like, who knows? I get bored. Like, this is my hobby, and it's a productive one. I hope. I think so. There's that. And then in the back I just have some more stickers. These are running low. This was the school note from the beginning. I just have this printed picture, a reminder, some more stickers, some dog stickers. These are like these Post-it note brand stickers from Target. They look weird, like bright ugly colors, but this is two like just random stickers I got from like a kids thing. Just a sampler sheet I probably got from a long time ago. What else is back here? I have some dollar bills. I use these to pay for my parking at school. And then I have some transparent sticky notes, some page flags, like I said, some more of those stickers, some more stickers, like some dollar bills, like I said. I have these Clever Gal Crafts little icon stickers. I love these. They're just so pretty on the corner of like a little page, and I've been hoarding them, these gold foil stickers. But if you can't tell, that's like kind of the theme, like use what you have, enjoy what you have. So I've been using these. Just another printed picture. Probably didn't make it to my vision board, like this cute Bible reading girl. And then yeah, there's nothing else back here. I think I'll take this out to kind of show you. So this by itself, like without the cover, is like a lot slimmer. It's a lot smaller. Even I have that Clever Gal Crafts, I have a bow sticker right here. I just think it fits. But this was just a normal B6 stalogy. This is probably like a little bit bigger. I don't have anything to compare it to right now beside me, but I just asked them at Staples to cut like, it was 3/4 of an inch off. The height is obviously the same. And they did it for me. And like, to show you guys how it's cut off, like on this side, obviously it's not cut off. Here, the words are cut off a little bit. So it stops in like the middle of November and at 24. So if you were actually utilizing this, I wouldn't, but I love this grid size. I love the white paper. Stalogy paper is always so fun. I've started using a stalogy, I think first time like 4 years ago. Oh, this is just a post-it note. Love this. The Lord is most glorified when we are most satisfied in him. I'm pretty sure that's a John Piper quote. But yeah, these like are great end papers. Yeah, and then just to do like a final frame right here. So thank you guys so much for watching. I know it was a long video. So thanks for sticking around, hearing about my system. Let me know if you have any questions. And again, this like stalogy, like everything in here type of system is from Monique Smith. All the credit to her. Monique Plans on YouTube. We love her. And yeah, I also, in this front cover, I usually keep just like a normal pen, a red, a black pen, just a normal pen to quickly jot things down. And then I usually have a fountain pen. So I've been, this is so cool. Like, one of my best friends bought this for me for my birthday. I never thought I'd have a fountain pen like this. Like, keep in mind, I'm a college student. Like, dude, I use like I use a Pilot Kakuno for everything. I don't even, oh, it's somewhere far now, but he got me this for my birthday and I was like, oh my gosh, you're amazing. Like, an expensive bougie fountain pen. Like, I feel so grown. Look at you. But this, so I've just been having this in here. So this I use more for journaling, but I'm not going to be in like my college class and like, let me just uncap, like write out with my fountain pen. I don't need that attention. So that's why I just have this one for on the go notes and this one for when I'm really writing things out. And then usually I have like a red, either Pilot G2 or a Zebra Sarasa clipped in here as well. And that's just kind of how it sits. But yeah. I think I should try the Hobonichi. I actually just opened this Hobonichi pen, so we're going to test that out soon. But thank you so much for watching. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thanks. I know this was a long-winded video. Thank you for hearing about my system. And then leave a comment if you're interested in anything that I mentioned. Tell me what you're using, if you've ever just done your whole life in one planner book, or if you're a multiple planner person. Just let me know. I would love to hear from y'all. Thanks so much for watching again. Have a good one, and God bless.